coming out, whether it's in the end zone or they catch it on the 10. You better cover it like it's a live ball coming. It's probably going to change some things from a kickoff return standpoint. And it's probably going to be game to game, kick to kick, situation involved that you're involved in the flow of a game. I mean, that's probably a case by case basis. I don't know that you'll just say, hey, this is what we're doing every time. I think it depends on who you're playing. And again, what's the situation of the game? You may tell them, hey, we're bringing it back every time, no matter what. Or maybe it's a different situation in the game, and you go, you know what, we're going to fair catch this ball, take it on the 25, and let's go from there. So it just gives you more options and a little different strategy that you could apply. So I think it's good. I think it's a good change. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
What about the rule limiting personnel that it says, I guess, 20?
Oh, I think that's silly. That's one of the really more silly rules that have come out the past several years. Really, to be honest with you, I don't really understand that one.
Thoughts on the Josh Bell process? Thoughts on the Josh Bell process? How it ended up?
No comments new other than what I said. Great kid, good family. Situations, circumstances changed for him, and it's what he felt like he needed to do. And wish him well.
Yeah, but when you look at the popularity of 7-on-7 football, how much stock do you put into that from an evaluation standpoint? Like when you're looking at
7-on-7 football. Depends on if they're a wide out or a quarterback. I think you can take a little bit away from that. I mean, you can see ball skills and things like that, but at the end of the day, it's a contact sport, and so you're not going to last very long if you're making all your evaluations based on 7-on-7 tape or combines and all that stuff. You better see who can play between the lines. That's why the Adam Humphreys of the world are playing in the NFL. Because they get overlooked by the combine stuff and all that mess, recruiting rankings, and at the end of the day, you got to be a football player. So I look way more into that. Type of player are they? Sometimes people have a lot of measurables, but they're not very good football players. Some people don't have great measurables, but they're very good football players. So I think the 7-on-7 stuff. I mean, you can, like I said, you can see it, guys. I mean, we do 7-on-7 every day. Skelly, it's a great way to teach your scheme, to see who can process things. I mean, it's a challenge for the quarterback because it's unrealistic. It's a challenge for the DBs because it's unrealistic, because there's no pass rush, and there's no running game, there's no play action, but there's still a lot of things that you can evaluate that's very helpful, when we see them here on our practice field and so forth, just getting a lot of reps, concepts, what the quarterback's eyes are supposed to be on, accuracy, same thing with the secondary and how you evaluate those guys. So that all's good, but at the end of the day, it's one thing to catch that ball over the middle when a guy's out there, with a t-shirt on. It's another thing when he's got some pads on. It's a different mindset. So you have to evaluate. If you're not using football tape to evaluate, you're probably going to make a lot of mistakes.
Coach, I think Ben Madsen wound up with a scholarship when Hunter Johnson transferred. Was that the one positive thing that came out of that situation?
Hey, I mean, something good comes out of everything, and that was definitely, it was great for him. It was really good for him. But that's just part of it. We'll have a few other guys, hopefully, once we get through camp, that we'll be able to, hopefully award a scholarship to for the season, and as we keep getting ready for our this season, and then getting ready for our 2019 class.
Ben's a really athletic guy. What does he bring to the table, especially from a quarterback standpoint?
Ben is a great player. Ben, obviously, going over to Gorman this year was a different experience for him, and he's 5A Offensive Player of the Year, and took him to the state championship, and he's athletic, strong, good size, he throws the ball well. I mean, he can really run. I mean, he's really, really fast. So I've watched him his whole life, obviously, but he went over and proved what he was capable of doing. this year, and so we're lucky that we had a guy like that. That's that's what he's played. And again, our plan was to put him at safety. We feel like we've got a Division I player in Ben, and he had some offers, and like I said, with another season or so like he had this year, he probably had some big offers because he's got all those measurables that people like. So this year he just was able to have some really incredible production, and so we're fortunate to get him, and that he was just happened to be here because it's a position of need. So I don't know if he'll end up there his career, but we got to have him there for this season for sure.